Okay, so let's review the possessive adjectives really quickly. Remember that a possessive adjective describes a noun by showing whose it is, so who owns it. For example, we say it is my pony, but it's her candy. We know who owns it because of the adjective we use. There are a lot of options for possessive adjectives in French. There's a little chart right here that will show you that. So this entire row means my. This entire row means your, his or her, our, your, as in this is the you all, remember that one, and then this is their. And you decide which one to use based on the gender of the noun you're describing. So if the noun that you're describing is masculine, you're going to use these ones right here. Feminine, you'll use these. Plural, use this entire list. The second half down here is purple because these are adjectives that are used for masculine or feminine nouns. So there's no difference between the two. So if you want to say our father, you're going to say notre père. If you want to say our mother, it would still be notre mère. So these three are the same for masculine and feminine. That's why we put them right in the middle. So when we say that we choose a possessive adjective based on the noun you are describing, not the person who owns it, here are a couple of examples. When we say her father, even though she is a girl, her father is masculine. So because père is masculine, we need to find the masculine form of her. Okay, same thing with my parents. I am only one person, but my parents, that is a plural word. And so because we've got a plural noun here, our possessive adjective also needs to be plural. If we look at your mom, so we actually don't know in this phrase right here, we don't know what gender you are, right? We only know that it's your mom, but we do know that la mère is feminine. So if we go back up to our chart up here, we go to your and we scroll across until we find the feminine column and it's ta. So down here, we're going to write ta mère. Okay, now let me ask you, say we have a sister and it's their sister. Which are we going to use for their sister? Okay, look at the thing. So we're going to find sister, which is feminine. Okay, and we find their. So the column for their, we scroll across, there are only two options. There is one for masculine and feminine, and there's one option for plural. So because the sister is singular, we're going to use leur sœur. Now, if we have their sisters and more than one of them, then it's going to be leur sœur with the S on the end of it. So do you see that we're going to take the noun we're describing, look at that noun, and say what gender is it, and do we have one or do we have more of them? And then we're going to look at this chart and we're going to decide which possessive adjective we are going to use.